Well, fuck you, Craig, and welcome back to the 129th rendition of Cooped Up Conversations with Aaron, Joey, Prokop, and me, Cooper. Joey is not here again. Dude, he's been slacking. We made fun of Aaron for a while. He's now been slacking pretty heavy, but he's down in Mississippi in the third world part of America, putting on solar panels to Brett Favre's volleyball court down in Jackson, Mississippi. So he's doing a favor for the state of Mississippi. And Aaron's been too good with coming on, so he was like, you know what, I'm going to go pick my girlfriend up at the airport, which I thought was really selfish. And then Joey was like, oh, well, you always reschedule for your girlfriend. And my difference is my girlfriend isn't Irish, so that's why that's allowed. But anyways, we have two very special guests joining us. We have the legend Jasey Cones back on, dude. This is your dude. Is this your third? Yeah, dude. You're welcome to the Trifecta Club, dude. You're joining a very elite group.
Thank you. Who else is part of the Trifecta group?
Well, we have Big Daddy Spence, who we haven't had on in a long time, and he was supposed to come on 2 weeks ago. I texted him, I'm like, you should come on. And then I remembered we were doing the 420 episode with you, so I just completely forgot to text him, because I'm, like, afraid of, like, pushing people back, because I feel like a dick, because it's like, hey, you're getting pushed back from this podcast that has, like, 30 listeners to it. So, like, I don't know. I don't like making people feel like shit, so I hate pushing people back. So I was like, maybe I'll just, like, wait for him to text me. And then we canceled that week anyways, but he didn't text me, and I haven't texted him back. But he got on 3 early. He got on a lot early, and then hasn't been on since. Who else? Rob just joined the Trifecta Club, dude. We just fucking banged out the third one with him, or Big Buck, whatever the fuck. It doesn't matter. You know it's Rob. Trying to think. Who else?
Pavo, definitely. Right?
Well, Pavo's the fourth fill-in guy. So, he's been on a lot. There really hasn't been that many.
Kelsey is also.
Oh yeah, but she's such a fucking piece of shit, dude. So I don't know. And I know she's listening to it, and she gets so offended when I talk about her on the podcast in a bad light. Maybe it's because I don't say anything positive. You're fine, Kelsey. You're great. She texted me good luck from. She texted me good luck for my comedy show, and I saw it the night of, and I didn't respond. And then, like, I just didn't open it for like a week and a half. And then I go, thanks. And she hasn't responded since. So that was probably rude. But yeah, she's been on 3 times. I don't fucking know. I can't remember who else has been on 3 times. Ryan C's been on 3 times. I don't think DC's been on. Has Capucci been on 3 times?
I think so, yeah.
Capucci's a Trifecta Club member, dude. I forgot.
Let me check. He definitely, yeah, because he came on, like, early.
He came at, like,
100.
50.
Maybe it was, like, 30, 50, 100 or something like that. I gotta look. We got so many episodes now. I gotta go to the library.
I mean, there's only so many podcasts with our kind of listenership that put out 120 episodes, because normally people will quit after like the 3rd or 4th, but we just like paying. Oh, and then the second introduction, dude, we've been going off. Casey, you distracted me with the fucking. I've been thinking about who else has been on, and it's gonna bother me this whole time. You know what I mean? It's like in my head now, and I'm trying to transition, but I can't. But the second guest joining us, a platinum listener, to my knowledge, is what I've heard. The God of Sun out in Arizona, dude. One of the prestigious few who graduates from Arizona State University. So I mean, one of the top institutions in the nation. The legend, Mr. Dan. We're not going to say your last name. Do you have like a nick? We don't like have a nickname for you, dude. You know what I mean?
You can call me whatever you want.
Little Buck.
First
no,
time
we're not going to say Little Buck.
Long time listener. Got a vein going from the tip to the base. We're ready to go. Come on now.
Long time listener, first time caller, dude.
Thank you for the support on the shaft, Dan.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Just had to give you guys a quick little shaft update. It's a big shaft, but a little update.
You telling us it's hard right now?
How we doing, fellas?
Dude, I thought Casey said something. I was gonna let it. Are you in Mogadishu, Casey? Your reception doesn't seem great.
I'm on my way to Dorchester to go fist bumping. Cooper, maybe we can talk about that story a couple Wednesdays ago, but I'm on my way to do that.
You're on your way to do that, dude?
Yeah.
Dude, what time are you getting there, bro?
I'm 4 minutes away, but I'm probably just gonna sit in my car for like a little bit and dip early.
Oh,
like rude?
No, dude, you're good. I forgot it was fucking Wednesday. Dude, no, that's not bad etiquette. Dude, what? The one thing that I fucking had to say about the fist bumping thing, I did enjoy it a lot, but the one bathroom, dude, and it's like, or the two bathrooms that you like lock in, and the bouncer very clearly is allowing people to go in there and have like sex and do drugs. And I was like sitting there and I'm like, dude, I've had like 6 drinks, bro. I need to piss like a racehorse. And you just stood in line. So I slipped the lady like a $10 bill, and then she let me cut every single time I went up.
Yeah, you gotta grease the bathroom attendant. You must.
Dude, this slid her a 10. She's like, oh, wow, thank you. And then every time I came up, she's like, oh, 1 sec, he's gonna go. And I'm like, yes, dude. And I had to pee like, because we drank before we went out, and that's why I even agreed to go fist bumping on a Wednesday. Because like realistically, in my head, I'd be like, nah, like I can't fist bump. But I was greased up, and that's like the point where you don't want the night to end, even though it should have on a Wednesday.
That's very Italian American of you, Coop, to get greased up and go fist bumping on a Wednesday.
Dude, I gotta show up for the guaps, dude, 100%. So it was a good time. The music was pretty good too. I enjoyed it. I would have loved to have been more fucked up though. I feel like if I was more fucked up, I wouldn't have cared. But like, I was like sitting there, and there was like that lull of like, oh, I gotta go to fucking work tomorrow. That was like slightly there. You know what I mean? And I think if I want a full release, I need to just be fucked.
Yeah, that work hanging over sucks.
Yeah.
And it makes me feel really bad too that you guys, like Cooper, you keep emphasizing the fact that it's Wednesday. Like, I just started a new job with a lot of responsibility, and I'm like, I'll go out till 4 a.m. on a Wednesday.
Dude, well, you're only young once, man. That's one thing. I'm excited to get back into the city.
That's
because, like, dude, I'm just fucking like tonight, bro. I got home at like 7 because it was like an hour and a half drive home. I got home at 7, and I'm like, oh, dude, you know what? I'm kind of tired. I would love to crush a quick nap. And then I got in the fucking Instagram fight with the Irish person, and next thing I knew, it was fucking almost 8, and I'm like, fuck. So the nap was ruined, and then I just watched Succession and played fucking 2048 for about 45 minutes. But if I'm in the city, dude, I'm gonna be real. I'm gonna go to fucking Fist Bump Wednesday again. I had a good time. Yeah,
we have to.
You go every week, though, right?
It usually depends on like who the DJ is. Tonight's a good one. But yeah, I'll go like 50 to 60% on Wednesdays.
Dude, how do you find these like DJs though? Are they like are these like big deal people, or like what's the deal with them?
Yeah, so the chick that we saw, you know Chris Lake, I'm sure, right?
Is he a DJ or a person?
Yeah, he's like a pretty famous DJ. Like, he's one of those guys that even if you're not into the scene, like, you may know him. But Chris Lake signed that chick that we saw a couple Wednesdays ago. So she's on his label, and she's like up and coming, like all the rave right now. No pun intended. So yeah, I don't know, man. It's the Grand, and they just post like their Wednesday lineup at the beginning of every week, and if it's good, I go.
I love the Grand.
I love the Grand.
I love the Grand, dude.
No inside joke, man.
No, dude, what do you mean? I just love it. Good spot.
The one thing is, though, is I don't know how much money I've spent in drinks that night, because I even told Joe, I'm like, dude, I have no idea how many times I went up there, because I felt like dog shit the next day. I can't remember if I worked from home or not, but I definitely spent a lot. I'm almost curious. I know it was almost $100, but they were giving me like a cup of tequila, or not tequila, vodka. and then like putting a little soda in there. So I was like just basically drinking Tito's with a straw.
Yeah, they are pretty strong. I know the vodka Red Bulls are $20 on the dot, which is a blasphemous number.
Dude, especially when you realistically know how much that alcohol costs, like, it's crazy how much money they make on those. Like, a $20 drink, bro, for a Red Bull vodka is, like, that should be fucking illegal, dude. Like, to be real. Like,
2 ounces of liquor in that.
I mean, they probably boozed it up a bit. Like, it was definitely an overpour. Like, they didn't, like, fucking give us a shot and a half. But that's fucking wild, man. And then, like, the thing is, though, is, like, what was the fucking, it was, like, a hotel we went to a few, like, weeks ago. And we were getting, like, espresso martinis the whole time, and those were $20, but I'm like, you know what, this is fine. But, like, I don't know, something about a Red Bull vodka, dude, because it's like, I can make that at home. I can't really make a great espresso martini on my own, you know what I mean? So I'll pay $20 for that. $20 is the new $1, dude, and it's not even like I have $20. Like, it's not like that sounds like I'm like, oh, like you're not fucking. I do not have money, but $20, like I expect every single time I'm making a purchase for it to be at least $20. Like, when do you ever? The only thing I buy that's cheaper than fucking that is my Zins, and they're still like $8 a pop.
That's crazy. You know, I feel like with Zins, you should buy them wholesale, maybe online. I wonder if that might be a bit cheaper.
Like, I don't want to buy wholesale in mass, because then it's like I can't get the flavors, dude. So it's like I'm gonna have to send it to fucking Prokop's house, and this is like I don't know all the
flavors. Hit me up, I'll send them out to you. Send you a couple logs.
But that's double shipping. Oh well, unless you go to the store and buy yourself.
Yeah.
I might just get like a shack or maybe like a tent, like just over the border in like Nashua, New Hampshire, and like I'll put a mailbox out there, and that will be where I get my Zin packages. I'll just drive up once a month.
Coop. You also could get a PO box.
I can just get you a log, my guy.
Yeah, I know. I also don't want to buy a log. See, that's my problem then, because I like realistically. Like, I go, like, on the weekends, I don't really use Zins, like, unless I'm, like, in a long car ride. But, like, I go, like, most of the day without them. But then at work...
you're gonna need them. You're gonna need them. We all know it. I'm gonna need them. You're gonna need them. We're all gonna need them at some point.
It's kind of like, that's, like, one of those products I don't want to go to Costco and buy, you know what I mean? It's like going to Costco and buying fucking donuts. Like, do I really want to buy 24 fucking donuts right now and commit to this? Like, no. It's kind of like the Zin, because then you're seeing your bad decisions all in one. Like, I do keep Zins. Like, I'll keep the tins sometimes, like, on the side. So then it's like, oh, like, look how many tins you have. So it's kind of like you feel a little bad. It's like you leave the wrapper out for a little bit.
We're also trying to get those Zin rewards, so you better not be getting rid of those, Coop.
Oh, dude, I knew that's the other reason I kept them. Oh, dude, the conqueror of Poland himself, dude.
Dude, Zins are the only way I survived the 9 hours of travel to get to Poland, dude. Let me tell you.
Oh, a plane Zin, dude. That if we're doing a tier system of Zins, a plane Zin is high up.
It's an S+ tier. It might be. I can't think of anywhere else that is as strict about not smoking in as a plane. That might be the most strict place to not vape or smoke.
Yeah, it definitely. I've on a number of occasions just kind of popped off because I'm a vape guy. You know, we got the flavored vapes out here. I like them. I'll pop off into the bathroom, just take a rip, really suck it down nice and deep into the lungs, and just try and blow out nothing. But they've got the in the bathroom, the smoke detectors and vape detectors are soundless. So you know how embarrassing that would be if you just open the door and the whole plane's staring at you, and they're just like, "Hey, you vaping in there, bud?"
Well, dude, anything on a plane's embarrassing though, dude. And maybe it's just 'cause I'm a larger lad, but I don't really love being on planes because then it's like I don't want to be that story when these people get off the plane where they're like, "Oh, there was this fucking fat kid who kept moving around in the seat the whole fucking like." I don't want to be that person. So I like
Zins were fantastic on the plane.
Oh, I mean, dude, there's only so much you can do, dude. Like, I loaded up on edibles before the plane to fucking Amsterdam, which was a mistake.
Yeah, like, that's rookie mistake.
Well, it didn't help either that we're sitting at fucking Wahlburgers before we go. I'm sucking back some beer, and Aaron goes, "Yeah, dude, I hope you have like a panic attack on the plane." He like literally said that to me word for word. And then I'm on the fucking plane. I'm getting texts, but I can't send them. And there's like some stressful information in there. And then I'm fucking, it like hit me that I'm like, oh, I'm over Iceland. And I'm like, because I look at planes like I look at it as like kind of like a human loading screen, dude. You know what I mean? Because it's like you enter this little pod and you're somewhere. And then you fucking sit in this pod. And you can't really, you have no fucking perspective up in the air. You just have like the clouds and shit. Sometimes you can see the mountains. But then it's like you get there, and then you're in this whole new world, dude. Especially if you go to somewhere where they're not speaking the same language as you. It's like, what the fuck? Like, I just landed on Tatooine, dude. Like, what the fuck are they saying?
Like, after being in a plane for like 8 hours, landing in Copenhagen, and just all of the words being nonsense, I was like, oh, wow, this is something.
Oh, and those languages, dude. High. Those languages are goofy, dude. Like, you can say whatever you will, and I guess I got to be careful now making fun of European nations. But, like Amsterdam's, like, the language there is... I have a picture of it, and I'll put the street sign in the fucking episode cover, so that way people, like, when they hear this, can just look at it. And there's no fucking human way possible you can defend what this fucking word is. It's like strubidoofle goof. It's like made up. It's like a kid pretending to write.
You, because I was getting some looks because I was like sleep deprived, plane hungover, landed in like nonsense language land, and I was just like reading the signs out loud, like definitely too loud, and people were just looking at me like I had 3 heads. But my buddy I was traveling with was having a great time listening to that.
Those people act like they're civilized, but they're not. They're all fucking animals, dude. They just know everybody's at like the risk of exploding at any time, dude. So they just pretend like they can't. They're embarrassing. But like it just doesn't make sense how they fucking talk like that, man. And when you're fucking, especially when you're like high, like getting oriented. But I also not as much in fucking Amsterdam, but in Ireland, I definitely look like a fucking Eastern European terrorist, dude. Because you're sitting there with a hooded sweatshirt on, which not a lot of them wear, I guess. So I got my hooded sweatshirt on, my winter cap on, and this was before I cut my hair. So I had this fucking long ass, like super curly hair, and I got my pube beard. So I literally looked like I was fucking there to cause fucking terror, dude. Like, the people at the border in Ireland, like, really kind of... It didn't help that I walked into the fucking passport line. I wasn't really paying attention, and I walked into the passport line that was just for Europe, and they, like, looked at me, and they're like, what are you doing? And I'm like, visiting? And they're like, where are you from? Like, America. They're like, this is the wrong line, then. I'm like, well, fuck you, leprechaun. Like you didn't have to be so fucking rude about it. But what are you gonna do? But anyways, fucking. So Dan, as someone who's living out in the desert, like, are people out there worried that they're running out of water? Or is that something that they just don't care about?
You know, I'll tell you what. I've heard a couple different things. I heard that our water levels are fine. We've got more water than we need. And I've also heard like we're gonna run out. To tell you the truth, I don't really give a shit. As long as there's water for me to buy and drink, then that's all good. And then when we run out, I'm just going to say, oh, fuck. And that'll probably be that. You know, I think I'd probably be one of the first people to die. I'd probably be one of the first people to die, like, if the world ever went into anarchy. And maybe on my own hand, because, like, fuck that. You know, who wants to live in some type of Walking Dead type world? Not me.
Sickos.
You know, I like the comforts that I've been provided of the modern world.
Dude, I need HBO. I need to be able to watch Succession.
It'd be fun for like a week.
Dude,
yeah, but then you're like killing people and shit.
Now. I'm loving it.
You don't have to kill people.
Well, at some point you're gonna have to, dude. If it's gonna be a kill or be killed situation.
Yeah, it'd be like when COVID hit. It'd be like the same thing. Like the first couple weeks were kind of like fun and exciting, and then it got real bleak real fast.
Well, I think the problem was when we were living in Lowell. Like, I was fucking ready for that shit to explode. Like, one day, dude. Because, like, you'd go to the store, there would be no chicken, dude. And people would be, like, panicking in there. And you'd be like, oh, like, these are not people I want panicking. Because also, it's like, if you're... Dude, Lowell's a fucking nightmare to get out of on a normal day. Imagine if everyone's fleeing that city. I mean, it's over, dude. You're not getting out of the city. You're stuck. And then it's going to be a fucking warpath.
My comfort was that I would order Uber Eats every day. And I just told myself, as long as the Uber Eats guy's showing up, we're all right. Once that stops, things have gotten scary.
That was a real good gauge. Because I got to the point, too, where I'm like, do I really want to go to Market Basket and get shit and then cook? Because every time you left, dude, it was like...
Yeah, you had a risk, dude. You had a chance of exposure.
It wasn't even that, bro. It's more of the fact that I would walk into some of the Market Baskets, especially the one by the acre, and I'd walk in, and I'd be like, on a normal day before COVID, I would start to like panic. I'm like, ooh, like this shit is like high energy, man. Like this is not like you're not at Trader Joe's right here. Like, you know what I mean? Like it's a different shopping experience. But then you added the COVID factor in, and I'm like, oh yeah, like this is like, you know what would be great is paying $60 for one pizza. That sounds a lot better. Not going out, dude. Fuck, what was I gonna say? I completely forgot, man. It's good the thing I don't get is why they're building more. I don't know who would buy a house in Arizona right now, though. I just wouldn't do it. I feel like you want to rent. Renting, I feel like, would be key, because like you said, the water starts going bad. You don't want to be in an anarchy situation. I'd be like, you know what? I'll break the lease and leave. You only get 12 months.
Yeah, fair enough.
And then if they were like, oh, like, give us money, I'd be like, shut up, desert people. Like, you're not getting money back.
I don't think you'd run out of it for a long time, in the sense that they'd always just keep buying it. It's just at what point are you willing to pay like $15 for a gallon of water?
I would start drinking ocean water, too. Like, that's not something I ever do. Like, I'd rather just go down.
Last like 3 days, maybe, if you're lucky.
Well,
I don't even know how long you can. Let me Google how long you can survive strictly off salt water.
You start going crazy after like a day, I think.
Less than a couple of days.
Yeah, it's like 3 days is like the max. You will die on the third day.
The concept of doing that to yourself
worse.
is so
You'd be better off. You'd actually survive longer if you just don't drink anything than if you drink the salt water.
But it's the mental thing, dude. Like, especially being around water all that time, dude, and all you can think about is like, oh, dude, like I want water.
Not really, because you put it in your mouth, it just tastes like shit.
But if you're that thirsty, bro, like you're baking out in the sun on your little fucking raft, like, I'm telling you, it wouldn't take long before you're like, one sip of seawater won't hurt. 100%, dude. The worst sunburns I've ever gotten in my entire life, for the most part, have been when I was on my, like, out fucking fishing on a boat. There was this one sunburn, I used it for a podcast picture once, where my skin was like, not even like, it was like past medium rare, dude. Like, on the way to well done. Like, you were fucked. I was fucked. I shirts were sticking to my skin, and if I didn't fucking stop it, the shirt would like become my skin, dude. By the end of the day, it was fucking a nightmare.
Oh man, that doesn't sound.
Yeah, so I feel like if you're out there, you don't have water, dude, and you're baking out in the sun. Like, I'm telling you, I wouldn't last that long before I'm like, one sip wouldn't hurt. Probably like day and a half, dude, and then it would hit you, and you're like, oh shit. Being thirsty must be the worst, dude. Like that, like not being able to being that thirsty.
Before, and it sucks. Like when you just have no water.
You've been that thirsty before?
Not that thirsty. But
yeah, that's what I'm saying, dude. Like that's a next level thirsty, dude.
On the brink of death, thirsty.
Yeah, that probably sucks, dude. Especially because, like,
I bet it's pretty painful.
I when I was younger, we had this tournament, and it was in Rhode Island, and the field had no fucking trees, and it was a tournament in the middle of July, bro. And I caught I think 4 games straight from 9 a.m. till fucking into the afternoon, and then I fucking passed out in the middle of the game, dude, so bad. But we would have had a forfeit if I stopped playing. So I literally went up delirious at bat and got a hit somehow. But then I went to the hospital, dude, and I got it was 3 IV bags.
Oof.
And that was just one day out in the sun, and I was drinking, bro. Imagine, oh my god, couldn't imagine. Anyways, off being thirsty. Dude, is Casey, are you bumping fists already, dude?
Sounds like he's gone.
Oh,
AFK.
Bye, Casey.
Casey.
I was gonna say he should go into the Grand, dude, or wherever the fuck he is, and then just give us a report from inside. Oh, bye, Casey.
I gotta say that.
Can you not hear me?
It looks like we're having some connection issues. Yeah, we can hear you now.
Dude, I was just sitting on the toilet and I had 3 different topics and nobody answered me, and I was like, am I on mute?
Dude, that sucks, dude.
All right. We need some new topics because
fire one up.
Water.
Well, the last thing I tried to say was on the thirsty thing, but it sounds like we're moving past that. What's the worst $60 you guys have ever spent?
Ooh,
dude,
gotta be. I got mine. Sorry, you go first, Coop.
No, you go, Dan. You go. You're the guest. I'm being rude.
I'm gonna say the worst $60 I've ever spent, and more, in multiple occasions, is back in the day when I used to play Madden Ultimate Team and just spending money on fucking packs. And it's bro, I literally have nothing to show for it.
You might as well just burn $60.
But I grew up and realized that spending money on digital cards for 1 year was not the move. But hey, NFTs were popular, so who knows if that is the move or not.
I think the worst $60 I spent, I guess, dude. Well, to be real, it's probably been on food, because there's nothing worse than spending $60 on food and then having it be dog shit. I'm trying to think of the place. I went to somewhere recently, dude, and I was so disappointed.
Dude, I got $30.
On the edge of life, drunk at 3 a.m. and you order $60 of McDonald's Uber Eats, and it gets to you like they dragged it through a puddle and stomped on it.
You ever wake up the next day after a crazy night just with the food you ordered next to you? And you're just
on the front stoop still?
I'm looking up with it next to me in bed, just a full bag of Taco Bell. At that point, I'm like, you know what? To get my money's worth, I'm almost willing to risk maybe E. coli or any type of germ.
Oh, it's breakfast.
Just to feel like I got some money out of it.
Well, dude, Taco Bell is one of the ones that I feel like it holds a little bit, unless you get the cheesy fucking 18-layer burrito or whatever the fuck it is.
If you threw it in the microwave, it probably wouldn't suck.
Yeah, dude, but you can't eat a McChicken the next day, dude. Maybe if you air fry it up.
Even still, it's not the same.
Yeah, so that's definitely up there. And then honestly, Call of Duty World War II was my least, was probably $60. I wish I had back.
That was a pretty decent game. I got $60.
Maybe not that one.
Nah, World War II
no,
sucked.
the newest one, dude. Not the first time.
Yeah, I know which one you're talking about.
Oh, that one was dog shit, dude. I remember.
Oh, it wasn't good, but I definitely got $60 worth of gameplay out of it.
No, I didn't.
Call of Duty
I
5?
refused. No, not Call of Duty 5.
World War
Call
II.
of Duty 5 2, the like new World War II one they came out with like a couple years ago.
That's not the one I'm thinking about.
Vanguard was even worse.
I didn't even buy it. I didn't buy it, but I bought. What was Cold War? Cold War. I've never been more disappointed in my entire life. That was the game
I
that
played the shit out of Cold War,
dude. But like Modern Warfare 2019 was like, oh my god, like Call of Duty actually listened. The game's getting better. And then Warzone was dope, especially when fucking the pandemic happened. Like that was the game, dude. I got good at Warzone, and then. Because Black Ops 4 was also good, in my opinion. I think the fucking characters were way overpowered, like the fucking whatever, the ultimate things. But the game itself, like I got my money's worth out of those two games. And then I played Cold War, and I'm like, this is the fucking worst game I've ever played. Like it just wasn't on the level, dude. It was just not as smooth. It didn't feel nice. Like the guns were shit, and it ruined fucking Warzone, dude. You couldn't play Warzone again after. The game was completely changed because they tried to keep those guns, and then they added Vanguard guns. And then instead of like just making all the guns balanced, they just would make a fucking overpowered gun for 2 weeks, and then they'd nerf it. It was terrible, and I was that was when I was done. So that's probably $60 I wish I had back.
Mine was
Also, like, all money spent on weed is like, kind of wish I could have that back, but
that's how I look at
fun.
That I wish realistically I smoked less weed in like college because I probably could. But like realistically, what was I going to use that money for, dude? Besides it, you know.
Honestly,
what I mean?
probably worth $60 I spent. Now that you bring up college, is one of the books that we had to buy because I didn't read a single fucking book that I bought in college once. Shit.
Oh, you don't know about LibGen?
Not at the time. Well, I mean, I stopped buying books after like sophomore year. They'd be like, "Yeah, you need this book." I'm like, "No, I don't. I'm not gonna fucking read it anyway."
Even if I needed it, I refused to get it. Like if if reading was like 10% of the grade, I was just like, guess I'm not doing the readings.
Oh, I'd find like an old version online or like borrow someone else's book, dude. I didn't buy a book past like first semester sophomore year. I was just like, fuck that. I'm not spending $800 a semester on books. Retarded.
Dude, I spent way more than that my first first 2 semesters on like the biology and chemistry books I needed, dude. I was like, this is half the reason I dropped that, and my grades were horrendous, and I would have liked to stay in college. So business seems
that
great.
life science books where the guy would teach a 300-person seminar that the attendance was optional and you didn't have to go to class, but you had to buy his book that he wrote because it had the final exam in it. Yeah. Fucking
dude, that's
genius,
a fucking
bot.
Fucking genius, dude. And then all you had to do is if you showed up to his last class, he'd give you an extra. It was either a half or full letter grade to your overall grade.
At that point, bro, it's like insulting that they make you take those classes. Like,
and then you have good professors who are just like, yeah, they don't need to do any of that because they teach a good class. So students are like, yeah, I will attend that class. It's important.
Yeah, there was like, especially when we got close to graduation, there was a ton that I was like, this class is actually cool. But then, like the first few years, dude, it's like, do I really want to sit in Psych 101 right now, dude? Like at 3:30 in the afternoon, spring semester, when I can be out drinking with all my friends. Dude, you're the fucking man, Casey. Oh, cool, dude. Why is your camera so greasy?
Dude, you're greasy.
Dude. Speaking of that, the amount of fucking things people said in TikTok comments, it like I got called helmet, which I thought was maybe the funniest thing I've ever heard in my life. I don't even know what it meant, but
it's a fitting nickname, honestly.
Dude, but everyone goes after shit that I already like know they're gonna. Like, no one ever really catches me off guard. Like, the only reason I was panicking when the comments started going bad is people started saying I was making light of genocide, which I very clearly was not. I said British people are basically Irish people. and they're like, well, it's because they colonized us. I'm like, well, whatever, dude. It doesn't matter why you're here. You fucking eat potatoes with curry sauce on it, and then you fucking wear your Adidas tracksuits. You have your bowl cut because you guys don't know how to do fades, like I said. You guys are fucking embarrassing. You couldn't tell the difference between. I can once you guys speak your goofy fucking accents, dude. And then I'm like, oh, he's Irish, and then he's from whoever the fuck cares about England. But then, dude, the people were literally threatening my life over it, dude. I got maybe 25 comments about have fun starting my car, and then I was laying in my basement when all this was happening. And then I started hearing bagpipes outside. And I'm like, did one of these freaks call their cousin in America, dude? And they got here in 25 minutes, like the Minuteman? It was fucking crazy. So that's when I started panicking a little bit. Let me read this fucking thing that this guy said. I put it on my Instagram story. Let's see. Oh, the fucking app deleted it. I still think it might be a bot, bro. Like, the guy's whole fucking thing didn't make sense. He hated America, but his thing was like death to Islam, by the way. That was his fucking thing. And he said, keep saying us Irish are English, and I'll come to America and stab you in the neck, you fat inbred Yank. How about stop gorging on fast food and fucking family members and get a life?
Yeah, that was honestly a fucking sick bird. The dude, yank got me fucking. That was great.
Dude, and then this fucking kid started going after me in Instagram, and I answered him earlier, and I was kind of like, just to think about it, I didn't really think he'd like answer back, and then he basically just kept on saying I'm gay, and I'm like, dude, you're like. Then I started fucking. I kind of got personal, which I shouldn't have, but his profile picture, he looks like the character Sling Blade. I don't know if you've ever seen that movie, but I'm pretty sure the guy's mentally impaired. And he puts like his lips in his mouth, like kind of, and this kid was doing that in his profile picture. So I'm like, that's really the best picture of you, you goofball. What is it? Is that really the best picture, you goofball? And then I was like, I know Irish people don't have lips, but why would you hide the little bit that you have? Or something like that. And the kid's like, you're a freak, dude. Like, he very clearly got offended. Because then he started panicking. He's like, I bet your mom's a MILF. And I'm like...
Yeah, wild card comeback on that one.
Yeah, I know. I literally said that. I'm like, oh, wow. And then I said something like, I don't even think you could reach her, dude. What are you, 5'4"? And he's like, I'm 6'2". And I'm like, dude, I bet my good ball that you're 5'6" with heels on. I'm like, if you were 6'2", you'd be in the Guinness World Record book for the tallest leprechaun. Oh my god, dude, the kid just fucking got pissed. It was so, like, I don't know, it is what it is, bro. Like, at first I kind of got nervous about it, like, because it got really bad quick, and then I started getting personally offended, and then I was like, realistically, I'm like, these people are goofballs living on a little fucking island of grass where there's cows and no jobs, and none of them have any chance of buying a house, and they fucking, all they do is bitch about a fucking potato famine. They've had their own country now for like over a half a century, and they haven't done shit but complain. Like, and their language is goofy. So I think even realistically, if they wanted to be a part of the fucking world stage, they would have had to drop their goofy ass bottom of bikini bottom language fucking like thing. It's terrible. It sounds god awful, dude. And I get that English was forced on you, but it's got to be a little better than that. And you guys have fucking had the ability to learn it for a while, and I don't think I met anybody over there who really spoke Gaelic. They all say, like, phrases, but I don't think any of them really know how to speak it. So, like, what are you bitching about? And if you're really that upset, don't speak in English. Speak in Gaelic. And stop bitching. But you just want to bitch. And I made a comment about how you guys are culturally the same. And all you guys were like, oh, my fucking God. Like, oh, the Brits colonized us, and that's why, like, they took our culture. And I'm like, all right, dude. But, like, the point is that you guys don't have any fucking... You guys are basically the same. You just speak goofier. What's the difference between like, and it's not even like it's a crazy take. It's like the difference between like, besides the whole Catholic and Protestant thing, which can we admit is stupid? Can we admit that's stupid that you guys were killing each other over like slight differences in Christianity? You guys are fucking maniacs, dude. You blowing up cars and shit over fucking what? It's stupid. But it's like the difference between Vermont and Massachusetts. I think people from Vermont are goofier, but it's like it would be like if Vermont took over and then like genocided us for a bit. The potato famine's bad. No one's saying the potato famine wasn't bad. Like, it was bad, dude, all right? But it's like, at some point, man, like, enough with the fucking famine. You guys aren't the big... When Aaron's girlfriend with a straight face told me the potato famine was worse than the Holocaust, that's when I knew. I'm like, Irish people just want to be fucking victims. Like, how fucking crazy... how crazy of a take is that?
The numbers are close. I have to...
No, they're not.
Hold on.
They're not close at all.
I'm looking at
1 million people died from the potato famine on a high estimate. 6 million Jews died during the Holocaust. It's not even close. Yeah. And they got rounded up like cattle and put in a gas chamber.
Oh no, that's definitely worse.
England really ignored the famine and made it worse, and then they put sanctions on fucking Irish. I understand.
I was there like 3 days ago. It was definitely worse. Like in Auschwitz was
I thought you meant the famine, dude. I thought you were contradicting it.
No. I'm saying,
I challenge.
I'm gonna agree that the brutality was much worse. I didn't know I thought the number was lower for the Holocaust. I guess you're right. It is.
No, it wasn't. It wasn't lower, dude. It's fucking. It's not. It's not even like the fact that you could say that. Like, I genuinely, like, you went in the gas chamber, Pavo, right?
Yes, that was...
It's fucked. It's fucked. You can feel it, dude. You're like, holy shit. It's one of the most evil places I've ever been on Earth.
The day changed from... It was like the day before the gas chamber and then the day after the gas chamber. And it was seriously, it was that, like... Because then, like, the room next to it is, like...
The crematorium.
The crematoriums, right? Like where they were putting them inside. And, oh, dude, it was. It
freaks you the fuck out. Like, I've never been scared in my life. Like, the
room with the shoes, dude, and the hair.
See, that shit hits you. But the thing that hit me was like when you went by the one that the Germans blew up before they fled.
Yeah.
In the big pool. In the big pool next to it.
Yep.
Like, no, they were like, there's like 600,000 people's ashes in here. And like thinking about that little puddle holding that many people's, like, it's fucking wild. And the famine was bad. But like, you get, like, Irish people play the biggest victims on the planet, dude. And it's like, and then they, for whatever reason, they completely eliminate the ability for, like, I was like, dude, I'm Irish American. I made a joke about Irish people. I'm literally 75% Irish, idiots. It's Irish American is a thing. They don't think it's a thing. It is a thing. They think everyone's like 2% Irish. Hey, goofball, dude. Enough people left during most smart Irish people leave. The emigration in Ireland is insane because no one can live there, dude. There isn't really jobs. It's not a joke. It's not like we joke about it. It's not a joke. It's not like a great fucking spot. And people think it's bad for our generation here. It's like even more impossible to buy a house there. It's like impossible. So all these fucking people leave. Smart Irish people leave, dude. So anyway, I made a joke about your stupid fucking spice bags, and then you guys had to bring up the potato famine. It makes no sense to me. Like have a little banter, dude. Without and then they all go to the school shooting thing, and it's like, dude, all right, dude. Like, you know what I mean? Like, no one in America is like school shootings are fake. Like, they act like problems there are, like, non-existent. They live in this utopia. I went there, dude. You guys eat chicken sandwiches, and you call a burger for some stupid reason. And then you eat your fucking potatoes with fucking curry sauce on it, and you act like that's Chinese food.
It's just been the roast of Ireland for the last.
No, I'm just pissed because they've been fucking going. And this is my fucking platform. You know what I mean? Irish people, you can come on TikTok and be all pissed off. But anyway.
This is pretty funny. I'm seeing on Twitter. LSU women's basketball player Flow J. Johnson receives backlash for a lyric referencing 9/11 in her new freestyle.
What?
In this 9/11, blowing smoke just like them towers.
Dude.
Oh
Kind of a
my
bar.
gosh.
Kind of a bar.
I mean,
Speaking
dude.
of LSU basketball, what do we think of Angel Reese? God, she is fucking sexy as all hell.
Is
I'm
she
gonna
the
have to
one
look this
who
up.
went after Caitlin Clark?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Like, fuck that Caitlin Clark noise. I need some Angel Reese in my life, boy. Also, did Casey just get in a car crash? Maybe?
That's what it sounded
Did you hear
like.
the tire?
But
I did hear
Oh,
the tire.
okay, so you did hear it. He just texted me and goes, "Did you hear the car crash noises?"
did you see
Yes.
him?
You guys
on
think he
his-
just crashed the whip?
No, he was like in someone's apartment, and he was like hitting the what's it called, the cloud bar or whatever, and doing like sign of the cross shit. I was like, what the hell? Were you guys not watching his video?
I was watching that.
I'm not
It
on the
was
video.
entertaining.
He did say he has to leave.
Yeah, I did. Dude, I did find it funny.
Pavo
How
came in.
well, I messaged him. I was like, what up? Like, come in.
Where
and
do we
talk
go
on
to the
phone.
video action?
You're on the video,
I
Dan.
see you. You got to click on. Are you on your phone?
Where are you guys? Yeah.
I'm in my car.
Yeah, I'm on my PC.
We're not
and my
doing video
camera's
then?
not set up.
No, we did
All right,
cameras
fair
for a
play.
bit on Discord, and then Aaron's like, we look stupid. And I'm like, you know what? Whatever.
No, you're definitely going to need a camera to get ahead in the pod game. You
Well,
know?
I mean, we do in person, and that's when we do the camera.
Fair enough. So how did the 420 episode go?
I don't
We
think
fucking
it happened.
canceled it, dude. Yeah, Prokop had something going on, and we had to cancel.
What'd you guys do for 420?
I didn't do shit, dude, because I fucking worked all day. I don't even remember what I did.
It's like
So,
my first
yeah, we're just like
420
adults.
sober.
So it's just like,
Yeah, the problem with weed, dude, especially now that it's legal, is like, it's just doing it.
Yeah, dude, you can just smoke weed wherever you can smoke a cigarette now.
Yeah, man. So it's kind of like it's the special
You
part.
say
of
the
it's worn off.
pizzazz is gone?
It's kind of dude. It's like anything, bro. It's like a habit.
Why you need
so
to
it's like-
smoke weed on an airplane so you can experience that rush, dude.
Yeah,
On
dude.
an air-
Well,
And then also
Once-
get like a $10,000 fine and a felony.
yeah. Like I don't know. I don't fuck with weed at the airport, man. Like I when I left California, I had fucking 3 joints rolled up in my wallet, and I completely forgot until I was in the line for TSA. And I'm like, you know what, bro? I'm just gonna fucking risk it. Because I'm like, worst
Dude,
case,
they won't fucking. The TSA is not gonna fuck with you over a small amount of any drug. They are looking for the dude whose suitcase is just filled with bricks of cocaine. Like, I wouldn't fuck around with taking weed on an international flight because almost none of those countries it's legal. But like, if you fly domestically and you take a couple joints or like a couple dab carts, they are never going to fuck with you. You have any idea how many people have fucking joints and dab carts in their bags? If you stop on like 1 out of 4 people and like fucking frisking them down, they're not worried about that. Just so
That's
you don't
true.
have anxiety with it anymore. I mean, I wanted to take some carts to Europe, but then I was like,
It's just like-
I already had a really sketchy run-in at the French airport when I did that the first time. I didn't want to chance it again.
what was the run-in?
So I'm going through French security, and I did this fucking dummy sneaky. So this was back when we had those Juul pods that had dab oil in them.
Yeah,
So I bought a pack of Juul pods, and I like carefully opened the like tin foil on the back, and then replaced the Juul pods with the dab ones, and then slid those little colored covers over them, and then put them back in the package, and then like resealed the box. So like because I wasn't gonna take him home. I was just gonna get him there, and then like once I got him there, I'd throw him away for like the return flights, whatever. Like I wasn't gonna deal with it again. I'm going through like the French airport, and the lady like my bag goes through the thing, and she's like, stay there, and she takes my bag off the belt and she puts it through again, and like she does it like 3 times, and I was like, oh shit. And she grabs my bag and she like hits it with this like wand, and then like takes like a strip off the wand and like puts it into a machine, and she like goes onto like a radio, and I'm like, oh shit. And then this dude comes over with a dog, and the dog fucking, they like flip my bag over and like just empty it out like on like the floor, and I was just like, oh my god, dude, well, this is not good. And the guy's like talking to me in like half fucking English, and he's like, why is my dog like freaking out? And I was like, dude, I'm American. I smoke a shit ton of weed with this backpack in my room. It probably reeks like pot, and the dog's freaking out, and so are your systems. And he's like, all right, put your bag together and fucking move it along. And I was like, oh my fucking god, that was way too close for comfort, dude.
At least it was in France now.
Yeah, I don't think it. I don't know what they would have done, but I'm lucky I didn't find out. Because like the whole time, like my parents were like fucking just sitting there, like staring at this whole ordeal go down.
Oh my god! Your parents were there.
Yeah, and they're just watching this dog like salivate all over my bag, and like fucking the guy was terrifying too.
Yeah,
it was not a good experience. And then out of spite, as soon as I got through fucking security, I fucking took a fatty dab cart rip in the airport.
I'm dead.
That's how you do it. You know,
Dude,
dogs, you can't even trust them. They're just like so trained to like start freaking out about anything because they know they're gonna get a treat and shit. You can't like, yeah, they'll smell what they're trained to smell, but they'll also smell something that maybe just gets them going, and they're gonna freak out because they know that if they freak out, they get a treat and get rewarded.
Yeah, dogs are unconstitutional. They shouldn't be used by cops. Also, mainly because I just don't like police using dogs to like go into buildings and then they get shot.
Yeah,
it's like the dog didn't fucking sign up for that.
Do your own. Do the dirty work your own way.
Yeah. I'd rather you just like, I don't know, toss an incendiary in and blow up an innocent than fucking waste a poor dog's life that had no idea that was gonna happen to it.
Yeah, that's true. The bomb dog at the fucking airport when I was there with Aaron last time, like came up and like licked my leg basically and was like kind of like on me, and the guy just goes, he's like amped up today, and I'm like, oh, that's good. But yeah, dude, I'm like,
would you rather have an amped up bomb dog or a lazy feeling one? Because I'd take the amped up one any day of the week.
Yeah, no, dude, I was more like, dude, retract the leash, dude. I don't want this thing to launch, like getting out of my leg. Lanching onto my leg, right? Is that the word?
Latching?
Yeah, latching. Yeah. Dude, I wouldn't want to go to Polish jail, though. That's like one of those countries that I was respectful in.
Yeah, dude, the soccer game... the amount of fucking cops that were outside of the soccer game was insane. I've never seen a police presence like that, and the way that they were dressed up was crazy.
They have guns there too, right? Polish cops have guns.
Yeah, they all had like beanbag shotguns, and the guys who had the beanbag shotguns had like these vests on that were carrying like minimum 75 to 100 rounds of like fucking rubber bullets if they needed more. And there was guys that had like these canisters on their back with like power hose sprayers in their hands, and I could only assume that it was like pepper spray or something. There must have been, if I had to guess, somewhere between like 400 to 500 police in like full riot gear with shields, batons, the guns. Like, must have been 100 police vans. It was crazy.
Were they like throwing firecrackers in the stadium and stuff?
They weren't throwing firecrackers. They were lighting off flares. I can send you some snaps of what it looked like. It was the fucking. I'll send you it right now.
I
might
love
be
the
able to send it
videos.
to Discord.
I love the videos where like they don't allow fans from the other team to like they leave like a whole section empty.
Yeah, that was. I thought that's what this was going to be like, and it ended up not being like that.
Damn, what's the craziest sporting event you've been to?
What's the craziest sporting event I've been to?
Yeah.
I'd have to say maybe that Deflategate game I went to with Casey. I mean, it wasn't much of a crazy game. We fucking shit on them, but it was very hyped to be at the AFC Championship. Then the Pats went on to win the Super Bowl. Still got the hat from it. The hat was like fucking $80 at the pro shop after the game. The AFC Champions hat, which is ridiculous because the letters are stitched like incorrectly. It's kind of goofy.
I went to
That's
I went to a playoff baseball game, which was cool. I can't remember what game it was. I think it was against Houston, which was dope.
Love that.
But I'm trying to think. The
I
most
sent you the videos in the fucking welcome chat, Coop, if you wanted to see the flares.
the most unfortunate sporting event I went to was Brady losing to Miami. Where'd you send it?
In the welcome chat on Cooped Up Convo.
Let me see. Oh, general. Why do I not know where? Oh, the welcome. Oh shit!
Yeah, they weren't fucking around.
Was the game good?
It was okay. I mean, they went to overtime and then PKs, and then it was like, I think it was 7-6 Warsaw, and Warsaw won, and they were playing at home. So it was kind of electric. I think I have a video somewhere of like the final PK that they won on. That was electric when they won.
Did you go to like clubs in Warsaw?
Yeah, we went to a couple. Not like big ones. I'd say like no bigger than like, I don't know, maybe like Dudley's times 2. Like they weren't like large clubs.
Like how many people? Like 500?
No, like
Oh,
I
like
think
a
at
100?
most we were probably like 100 maybe.
Yeah.
They were like mostly basement clubs.
Oh.
We went to a satanic club, which was odd, and all they were playing was like deathcore, which was kind of a vibe for like 10 minutes, and then I was like, all
That's
right,
in
get me the
Poland?
fuck
That's
out
so
of here.
weird. I guess.
Yeah, it was just like Rammstein 24/7 in there type vibe.
Got it.
And I was like, and like
deathcore.
Yeah. Well, deathcore is
European.
maybe a stretch, but like, yeah, it was just like heavy ass music.
Yeah, those people are amped up.
Yeah. I mean, half the girls there looked like they were fucking Neo from the Matrix. It was wild, but I also was not complaining because they were all wearing like knee-high leather boots with like 4-inch platforms, leather pants, like a black shirt that was like half the time leather, and then a leather coat that was like to like ankle length with like black sunglasses on. That's how they dressed during the day.
You probably look
What
like
were you wearing, dude?
Yeah.
Oh, dude, I stuck out. I was getting looks left and right. I was just wearing like black, either black, blue, or khaki like pants, and then like Carhartt hoodies.
Yeah, dude. They don't really fuck with hoodies over there, man.
No, that's all I was wearing. I was getting looks left and right. We were, for the most part, they mostly. I was able to speak English with a lot of people. Except we went to the castles and we were in like the sticks of Krakow. We ordered kielbasa from this little tiny hut outside of a castle, and we started speaking English to each other to like try to figure out what we wanted. And like the two girls that were working behind the counter just started like giggling because I don't think they've ever like heard an American speak English before. Because we drove like from the
Some
train
sticks of
station to Krakow, like an hour and a half into like the depths of Krakow to go fucking to these like old ass castles.
Which way
That
did
my
we
buddy
go?
wanted to go
East,
see.
west, or north?
Oh, I don't even know, dude. I just passed out when my buddy drove.
Dude, that whole country blends too. It's all flat.
Yeah.
Flat
You can really see
grassland.
how the tanks were able to really just roll in there.
The Blitz really hit us.
Very unfortunate geography for them. And,
Dude. It was it's so wild because like we were there during I think it was during like the end of the World War II for Poland, like the day that it was officially ended in that country in May or something, some sort of date like that.
It was Victory Day just this week. I think it's like depending on time zones, it's different.
And there was like flowers over all these memorials, and I'd be like, "Yo, like Alex, my buddy there." I was like, "What is this? What is this like monument?" And he's like reading it, and he's like, "Oh, the SS just shot 200 Polish people in the head and left them in a pile here, and this is to commemorate them." And I'm like, "Dude, this is right next to like a convenience store." Like it was just there's so many like reminders of like what happened in that country everywhere. It's like I don't know, kind of bleak at some points.
Oh, dude, that's the thing when you walk through Old Town Warsaw. Like I've said this before, like it feels like Disney World, dude, because you know it was all like just rebuilt to kind of like give that vibe. But it's like this was all gone.
Yeah, it was wild.
Pretty dark vibe today, boys.
No, you always come down on a dark vibe. We're just about hitting
any other genocides we want to talk about?
Yeah, we talked about like 3 genocides.
But all in all, I would recommend Poland.
It was cheap too, huh?
It was great. Yeah, it was pretty cheap. I'm surprised you didn't have a bigger reaction to my snap with the tartar.
I don't think I even really remember it, to be real.
I had some horse tartar on Derby Day.
Oh,
horse tartar? No way you did. That's disgusting.
It was fucking great.
Beef tartar is already like horse tartar.
Really
horse tartar. I thought it was better. It was just like leaner beef. Yeah, it's illegal here, so I figured like why not try it out?
Interesting. And it was good?
It was pretty good, dude. If you like beef tartar, if I put horse tartar down and told you it was beef tartar, you'd be like, damn, this is some fire beef tartar. You'd have it doesn't taste really that different.
You know what I have no qualms about eating is foie gras. You ever get a little foie gras on top of your steak or something? It's just like, dude, fuck that geese. Like, fucking jam that goddamn pellets down his throat. They put a feeding tube down their throat. Just fucking fatten this bitch ass up. Like, I don't give a shit. I'm fucking eating foie gras all day, son. That shit is delicious.
Dude, if I clipped that, someone from PETA would find that we'd be done.
Fucking tough shit. I don't give a fuck. What are you gonna do?
Well, bro, all fucking meat is bad, man. We talked about it a few weeks ago about how like cows are basically like dogs, bro. Like it's.
I don't know. The horse is pretty good, but
cows are basically smarter than cows. Dogs are dogs. Cows are fucking cows. You know, like, do I want them to live?
Dude, you've had some great analysis tonight.
No, of course not. I don't want them to go through any pain that's not necessary to make my steak. But at the same time,
I said, you're like cows are cows.
A cow is a cow. And you know, if I can afford to, sure, I'd want them to live a nice, healthy, long life. But I can't. So fucking.
But I can't.
Metal rod through the brain. It is.
Burger time.
Burger time, dude. I might go eat burger tonight. Yeah, oh yeah, dude. Fucking top of a little foie gras. I love it.
But I'll
tell you what, guys. Secession's been pretty hot. I'm thinking HBO is the best in the game right now.
HBO's been the best in the game, dude. They've always been.
Agreed. Game's probably followed by Hulu and then Netflix.
Yeah,
the game's been on.
And Disney Plus isn't even fucking ranked. Because like, who the fuck is watching some shit on Disney Plus? What are you watching? Goddamn Airbud. You know, I'm here for HBO though. I just heard today we got Righteous Gemstones is coming back soon.
I don't even know what that is.
Oh, dude, it rocks. It's Danny McBride, Adam Devine from Workaholics, and
John Goodman, right?
it's almost like Succession, but not really. It's like
It's way more
funny show.
comedic.
Yeah, it's about technically it's kind of about like three kids that are fuck ups trying to take what their dad kind of put on, but it's basically they're like a preacher family, but they're fucking just like, into no good. It's a great view. I love it. Definitely check it out. While we're on the topic, I recommended to Aaron recently, highly, highly underrated show, Detroiters. Have you guys seen it?
No,
I haven't watched
seen
it.
like,
What is that on?
On my Hulu or something.
Okay, so Detroiters is free on the Comedy Central app. It went 2 seasons, and you got Tim Robinson and Sam Richardson from I Think You Should Leave, and they play two best buddies that are ad men. I'll tell you what, not only is it fucking hilarious, but it's like it's got a good vibe to it. It's like kind of a buddy comedy. You watch it, you feel good, you smile, you laugh.
I feel like
it's a great time
about this,
dude. It's
I know I've heard about it. I just haven't seen it on streaming services.
Yeah, you can find it on the Comedy Central app for free. You gotta watch ads, which is a little dumb. Today's day 6 of no booze or weed for me, just because I'm trying to be a more productive adult citizen of the United States, and trying to sell my soul to the corporate overlords.
Gotta do it, man. Round of applause.
If I was smoking weed, then the commercials are great for that purpose.
Yeah, get a few hits in.
Would be nice.
But
I'm excited for the next time I will smoke weed again, but it's going to be a while because I love weed too much to have it in my life regularly. Makes me a little lazy bastard.
the only time I really smoke by myself is for the pod. I knew I had another joint. It was fucking tucked away in my pocket. The only time I really smoke by myself anymore is when we do the pod. Because it's like I'm not by myself. I'm talking.
Yeah,
amongst
you're
friends.
vibing.
Yeah, but like other than that, I'll use almost any social opportunity to smoke still. But at home, I try not to smoke at all.
Dude, I hate when I go out and I'm drinking and at a bar or something, and a buddy pulls out a pen. Because I'd always be like, oh, fuck yeah, I'll take a rip. And then I just become the world's most antisocial man. And God forbid there's any women around. And it's just like, I'm just the biggest weirdo. Like, I can't speak. It's just like social anxiety and paralysis when you're high in public.
It used to not be like that, bro.
Dude.
I
do that to myself
I
all
used
the
to have
time.
to, dude. I used to have to. But if I'm not like chilling now, like where I'm like amongst friends, I don't like being like. I'll take like a few rips from a joint.
You still get
Just as, like-
that,
I'll tell you what, it was pretty funny. About a year ago, back when I was in Mass for a little bit, before I said, God damn it, I'm never doing one of these fucking winters again. I met up with a buddy, and we smoked a couple bowls, and then he was like, oh shit, this girl and another girl are hit us up and wanted to kick it. So I was like, cool. And one of these girls is just like the hottest girl in Plymouth. And I was like, oh shit. So we pulled up, and just for like the first like 10 or 15 minutes, it was just mad awkward. But I was like, dude, this is one of the hottest girls in Plymouth. Like, I got to put on a show. So I finally got my shit together and put on a performance that was just one of my most Hall of Fame Riz nights. To the point where she asked me, she was like, do you have a girlfriend? And I was like, God damn, I was literally Mr. Riz that night. But haven't reached such heights since.
It's only everybody has their peak.
Yeah, you gotta love it when it happens. Few and far between. Usually I scare girls away.
That's good. Are you a fan
It's
of Andrew Tate?
Oh yeah, I fucking subscribe to all of his shit. I pay hundreds of bucks a month.
You're in Hustler. You're in Hustler.
Unlimited revenue stream potential, dude. You have to be tapped in.
Yeah, dude, I quit my job. I was like, who here has a fucking Bugatti? None of you.
Have you ever heard of this crazy thing called drop shipping?
dude.
Yeah, right.
It's gonna be huge.
Dude, I'll tell you what. So I do a little bit of Uber on the side, and I think it was the first Uber ride I ever did. It was Super Bowl weekend here in Phoenix, and I pick up some kid who was actually from Mass. Where the fuck was he from? I'm trying to remember, but he was just like a fucking bum, and he's like one of those drop shipping kids, and like. So as an Uber driver, I can't be like, yeah, you're a fucking retard. But this kid's in the car and like telling me about Andrew Tate, and he's like, yeah, bro, you got to practice semen retention.
Dog.
It's like not fucking nut. And so trying to get a tip out of him because he's like flexing. He's like, yeah, he's all flexing on his Instagram. He's like, oh yeah, I'm out here. And he's staying at like a shitty hotel, fucking 30 minutes from anywhere important. And so to try and get a tip out of this kid, I was like, oh yeah, bro, I'm going to follow you on Instagram. I'm like, yeah, definitely. Like, I want to learn more about this. He's like, yeah, bro, you got to pay me for this advice. It's not free.
You got to pay me for the course,
and then,
dude.
And then the fucking kid, I think he tipped me $1. I'm like, yeah, bro, you're fucking bald. Oh, bro.
Well, dude, those
Fucking
people are so
loser.
predictable, man.
Shout out that kid. I'm gonna go through my Instagram and see if I can find the message so we can shut him out and call him a fucking bum. Hold on. Let me see.
This has also been the night of personal beef, dude.
Yeah, dude. I was just like,
I absolutely hate
I'm like,
that stuff. That
dude,
stuff
I'm
is
not.
so cringe.
Is this him? No. Let's see. Fuck. Come on. I can find it. I know I can.
Dude,
Keep talking, fellas. Don't wait on me.
I just love that content, bro. It's just so funny because it's like they're basically just like the male version of multi-level marketing, dude. It's just what they are.
Yeah, well, exactly. It's like they're just like, yeah, I'm making so much money off of X thing, and pay me for my class to learn how to do it. But then you don't make any. But yeah, tough shit. And just delete your comments if you comment on this shit and say I didn't make any money.
And by the way, the thing you said was a shirt thing was not.
Yeah, exactly.
I quit my job and I'm working way more hours to make less money. And my taxes are fucked because I'm now at 1099.
Who's getting their ass kicked on sports betting?
I've stopped. I like got my ass. I didn't really get my ass kicked. I think I lost like a total of $50. But during March Madness, and then I've been pissed ever since.
I wish I could have gotten pissed about $50. Fucking in too deep. My retirement's on the horizon.
I wanted to set a limit, dude, because it's too easy, man. You can just hop on your phone and fucking put $100 away, dude. I didn't want to.
Yeah, easily. A lot more too.
Yeah, so like I was trying to like I made sure when I was in Connecticut when it was legal down there, I'm like, I'm not fucking doing it. Because I wanted to so many times down there, and I'm like, I made the account at one point, and then I fought the urge. I'm like, you do not need to start sports betting, dude.
Did you at least collect all the free money that they were handing out in mass?
Yeah, I did. I did, and then I just
you guys for that. I never got my fucking free $1,000 period. I just had to go in and start fucking raw dogging it.
I think it wasn't $1,000. Like FanDuel was like $200, and then they basically gave away like $200, like basically on free bets. Like the Celtics scored 1 point or something like that. Like just like.
How about GTA 6? Are we fired up?
When is that coming out?
Fired up.
They're saying it's going to be the most expensive video game ever.
How much?
No, like they spend the most money ever on a video game.
Oh.
Yeah, to make.
For you, Coop, $500, because fuck you.
Yeah, honestly, dude, the problem is like we're going to be, like, isn't it coming out in a few years?
Yeah, probably.
I have no idea, but I fucking
we're going to be full-blown adults, dude. What, are you going to take a week off from work to play GTA, dude? You're going to get sucked in.
Yeah, probably. What other happiness am I going to have in my life in
Yeah.
2 years? Probably still nothing.
For real.
No word.
Just fucking stinks.
It's
We
more
got
real.
born at the absolute worst time.
No,
World War II
dude.
might have been worse.
Yeah, no, definitely was worse. Unless this one keeps heating up.
Yeah, I
See
mean,
what
there's just
happens on
no chance
next week of
I'm
this
fighting in
Spicy
any
War
war.
episode.
How about the Bidens and just like getting sent millions and millions of dollars? Absolutely ridiculous, but nothing's going to happen.
Millions? You mean billions, dude?
Probably, dude. I don't fucking know, but it's just like
We've sent
ridiculous,
them
bro.
billions of the Ukraine. We've sent billions of dollars of aid. Like the thing is, bro, is like we said it like when it first happened. Like genuinely, it's like I don't think anybody. Like it's fucked up. It's beyond fucked up, and no one's fucking denying that. But like, dude, we got so many problems here, man. Like we just need to fucking focus on other shit. Like it's just like so.
Exactly.
It makes zero sense. And I think realistically, what is happening is we're getting rid of old military technology and just showing like, hey, look at what our old shit does. Imagine like what our new shit is. Like I genuinely feel like that's a part of it.
Yeah.
But
yeah,
like,
probably we needed to make some space.
especially because we're out of fucking Afghanistan now, bro. We're probably getting rid of all the shit we were fucking saving up for that. So it's like,
Well, honestly, you guys should be concerned because I don't know if you know this, but I'm working in the defense industry now, and I'm buying parts on behalf of engineers is my job. And so if they hired me, like, fuck, we must be in some trouble, I think.
well, I'm more worried about the people. I'm more worried about the people fighting, bro. Like they're not hitting their fucking numbers, and it's like it's only gonna get worse, dude. All these younger kids, bro. Like none of them are gonna want to fucking join the military. And do you really blame them? Like I wouldn't fucking want to. I didn't because especially now, bro. Like, do you really want to fucking go die in Taiwan, bro? Like really? Like there's no fucking way. Do you really want to die in the fucking Ukraine over the fucking whatever? Like it's just like I feel like the problem is our population is way too like aware of the bullshit, dude. And it's like they're like I don't know if we'll even be able to rally around a real cause anymore. Because no one will be like, dude, so many people will be like just not into it. And we're only getting fatter, bro.
I hear you, man.
Hopefully these robot things are dope, dude. All this fucking stuff Boston Dynamics is making.
Oh, it will be dope.
Dude, I saw they were saying that I saw a video. It was like a robot playing goalie in soccer. And like I would fucking shit on this goalie, I think, and I've never even played soccer, but that'd be kind of sick. Like imagine a future where there's like a team of robots versus a team of humans.
Yeah, that would be pretty cool.
That's how you practice.
But I feel like like that would be a novelty thing though, dude. Like you'd want to like one of the cool parts of the sports is the human aspect. Like I don't really want to watch a fucking robot.
Watch this thing.
Oh no, they have battle bots. Have you ever watched?
Can you watch me if I share my screen? Could you see this or no?
Probably on Discord.
Yeah,
it's like 2 seconds.
I'm not being sarcastic. I'm gonna.
Okay, I can see it. Of
Discord. Okay, watch stream. What do we got, Bazingi? What is this?
We're on the topic of robots.
Is this a game?
Oh, wait. I've streamed the wrong thing. My bad. Here, I'll stream the right thing now.
okay.
Is that a game?
We're on the topic of drones. Yeah, it is a game I'm playing.
What game? Looked like your happiness level wasn't that high.
How big is it?
Holy shit.
I think it's probably like the size of like a smart car.
That's fucking wild.
We go to the grocery store, fellas. What should I have for dinner?
Treat yourself, King.
Dude, I actually did treat myself the other day to a fucking nice ribeye and did some jalapeno bacon wrapped asparagus. It was fucking gasolina.
Sounds gasolina.
Dude, I've fucking been launched back into clinical depression since yesterday's Celtics game. That was fucking absolutely horrific. Like, since when is Tyrese Maxey the fucking Steph Curry of 2023?
Isn't Marcus Smart guarding him? Like, I thought Marcus Smart was the best defender on the planet. I genuinely feel like if they lose this series, not only should Missoula be fired, but like they need to get rid of either Tatum or Brown, in my opinion. Like get a trade for someone like Luka or someone like that who's not happy where they're at, and just do a complete cultural change, man. It's not if they lose this series, like it's clearly not working. Like
I'm just not sure I'll ever watch basketball again if they don't win the finals this year.
I've honestly been devastated too since the Bruins lost.
And the Pats fucking stink too. Like
the Red Sox are a joke, in my opinion, and people are all happy about them right now, and that's great. But I think they're a fucking joke. I had
this thought yesterday, right during the 76ers game. What if you could get courtside seats like behind the bench, and there was some type of you ever hear in like third world countries, like somebody like blows some fucking powder in your face, and then you like give them all your bank card information, and you're like under their spell, so to speak. Like, I wish we could get a double agent to, like, drug the opposing team so they're, like, somewhat groggy and, like, stupid. You know? Do you think that would work?
Probably. I don't see why it wouldn't.
Like, just a little sneaky, like, just a little blow of the hand. And, you know, hopefully that would do something, maybe. I don't know.
It would have to. It would have to. But yeah, if the Celtics lose...
I love this guy just barking in a handicap spot next to me without a handicap thing. All right, I love the confidence, man.
I'm dead.
I'm at the grocery store.
If you're at a grocery store, Prokop, what are we in, like an hour and a half in?
Just about. Let me check.
Oh, I can keep chatting, fellas. No worries about that. I got my AirPods in.
But, oh, these are the AirPods? They sound better than everyone else's AirPods.
Yeah, I don't know, man. They're like pros or whatever, yeah.
Well, that might be why. I have the normal ones.
It's cool. Dude, you know what I've been enjoying a lot as a lunch snack? Hang on, I gotta run in here. As hell in that area. But, dude, the Uncrustables, hold on, with some cold milk, go so crazy. It's out of this world.
You drink milk in the desert, you freak?
I mean, it's not only is it not that hot inside my house, but it's not even that hot outside here right now. It's only like dry 90s, which is really like,
dude, what?
60s for you guys with humidity.
I just feel like that's not true.
No, it's true, dude. It's because like I would rather have
it's a dry heat
105 dry than 70 humid.
That's a wild take. I can see 90 humid, but like 70 humid's fine.
Well, do you guys even get to 90? Yeah, I guess you do.
What are you talking about, bro?
90's like, 90's like the peak. I know, bro, but I'm trying to forget about that. Fuck those memories. No, I'm just kidding. But I do forget about the temperature. I didn't exactly, I wasn't exactly capucci with the weather back then.
Well, I mean, you could tell in the summer it got hot.
Yeah, but I feel like it only got up to like, what, 80 in humid?
No.
Did it ever get to 90?
It gets to like 100 degrees here sometimes in the summer, bro. We had like a heat wave.
It gets to 100 degrees there? Damn.
Yeah.
I feel like I never remember that. That's crazy.
Not like consistently, but like at least once a summer.
All right, I think I'm doing tacos again. You know what? I actually just realized I forgot to bring my taco box back. I was actually going to return it because I just got taco shells the other day, and I opened the box, and the shit was already open. Swear to God. Like, the packaging was just already open. Which is crazy to me. And, you know, like, I wanted the tacos, so I still ate some of the shells anyways, but I'm bringing that shit back. Fuck that.
You can't bring it back.
Sell me a package that's already open? Yeah, I can. Can I?
It didn't. You ate from it, and also, like, It's like a week later, and also our taco shell's like $3.
Only 2
dude.
days. Yeah, but it's about the principle. Okay.
You have to go back right away, dude. You can't eat them and then be like, "Oh, by the way, this was open. I ate a few." And it
I
was
don't
2
think
days
so.
ago.
I mean, I'm not a big returner, so this would be kind of a newish thing for me. The only thing I've ever returned to the grocery store was I bought some. It was like some prosciutto, and it was just disgusting, bro. Like just the worst prosciutto you've ever had in your life. I was like, yeah, I'm not keeping this.
You brought it back? That's wild. You just throw it out. It is what it is.
Yeah, and
You
they
made a
were,
mistake.
dude. No, but it was like $8 or something ridiculous, and it was like gross straight off the rip.
Maybe
like,
you just don't like prosciutto, dude.
No, dude, trust me. Like it was bad. I love prosciutto. Excellent.
This prosciutto is
Dang,
really
this kind of
salty.
looks nuts. Michelangelo's chicken parmigiana
Are you
or
just in
baked
the grocery
ziti. Has
store?
anyone had them? Yeah,
You're in the grocery store doing the pod, dude?
yeah.
How many creatures are
It's a
out
little
there?
grocery pod.
He's out there, dude. He's out there. He's live on scene. What do you see?
You need to interview someone before you leave.
You want me
You need to be like, can you use this for the
flag
radio?
somebody down for a live interview?
Dude, what would we ask?
Dude, you guys ever get that famous Dave's Devil Spit barbecue sauce? So fucking hot, bro.
I don't think I've ever had that.
I love the description for this baked ziti I'm buying. Ziti pasta with Italian-style meatballs, smothered in vine-ripened tomato sauce, topped with mozzarella cheese. This shit is smothered, boys.
I bet you it's going to be mid.
No, do you think? Well, that's the thing is like I don't usually eat frozen food, but it's $10. Like it looks like a pretty good company.
You're better off, honestly, in my opinion, going to like where they have their like prepped food and like getting the chicken parmesan they make there.
You know what? You're right. It probably is going to be shit. I'm putting it back.
Frozen food's like never good, dude. Like,
you know, that's true, but there is one huge exception, and that would be the best frozen mac and cheese in the game, and that's Beecher's mac and cheese. You ever have some Beecher's mac and cheese in your life?
I don't think so.
Bro.
Yeah, I can't
do yourself a favor. Boys, do yourself a favor next time you're at the grocery store. It's a bit expensive, but there's a decent amount. Get yourself some Beecher's mac and cheese.
Beecher.
When I tell you, it goes so crazy. Like if I made it and then put it in front of you instead I made it myself, you'd be like, God damn, you killed it. You know?
I just don't believe it's that good.
You know, I'm gonna go ahead, try it out for yourself. Let me know. And next time I'm on the pod, I'm gonna ask you. Yeah, I will.
I'll make
a pic right now.
I'll make a food review of it.
Okay. But yeah, I'm thinking tacos.
Prokop, anything you had to say?
Not much. Well, I am. So, Dan, if you're willing to say where, I don't want to ask you this because I'm also going to Arizona next week.
He needs someone to crash, Dan. So
no, I don't.
Oh no, shit, yeah.
But
I'm in Scottsdale, baby.
Okay, I'm going to Phoenix, but we're gonna go up to the canyon for a couple nights too.
Yeah, hit me up when you're in Phoenix. I mean, Phoenix is 20 minutes away.
Oh, it's that close. Geez.
So
I guess so. Yeah.
Yeah, no, it's not like Mass where everything is like a million miles away. It's literally like Scottsdale is like part of the greater Phoenix area. It's all kind of one spot. I've literally, aside from when I've gone to Sedona, the Grand Canyon, or Tucson, everything I've ever gone to in Arizona is within like 25 minutes. Speaking of heading up north in Arizona too, I'm pretty excited, fellas. I'm going fly fishing in Sedona in a couple weeks.
For what? Trout or salmon? Not salmon, right? Trout?
Yeah, I don't think you'd
Yeah,
let
probably
salmon
trout,
over there.
if I had to guess. It's actually going to be my first time fly fishing, so I couldn't really tell you, but I'm excited as hell.
That's
I've never
cool.
been fly fishing. That sounds cool. Sedona's awesome too.
But yeah, definitely hit me up, and even if we don't link, I'll give you some good tips on
Yeah, totally.
what's good to do around here.
We're mostly going because we're like renting an Airbnb, and we're like, I guess we'll just go around Phoenix and chill for a few days, and then the big thing was going to the canyon because to stay up there is like
Dude.
mad expensive. So
Yeah, I went to the Grand Canyon for the first time last December. It was really sick. I climbed down to the spot that has like no protection, and it's just kind of like a triangular shaped rock. And it was really cool. But then when I got back, somebody told me they're like, yeah, a ton of people have died falling from that exact spot.
geez,
Yep.
yeah.
Whoopsies.
Well, you didn't, dude, and that's all that matters.
No, exactly.
And you lived to tell the
Yeah,
tale.
live to tell the tale. I'll tell you what, it's crazy. It costs $35 a car to go into the Grand Canyon. It does last a week, though.
Yeah,
Yeah,
we're only
it's
going for
excessive.
one day. That's the thing.
Yeah, well, you're paying $35
Yeah.
anyways.
It's not
Quick
Hey,
little
you
1-day
know,
trip
it's
to the
like-
canyon.
parking at the Prude for way too long. So what's the difference?
Parking at the Prude for 2 hours, dude, at most. It's like, so.
Dude, I feel stupid. I can't find the freaking taco shells. I think I know where they are. They just don't have a huge display. How are we feeling about this pod, boys? Is it a good one?
Oh,
Yeah, it's good.
definitely.
I definitely got to wrap up soon.
We're
I feel like we needed more one-liners this time
Yeah.
around. I'm excited to listen to the one with Rob. I haven't gotten a chance yet.
Yeah, it's good.
I love the title, though.
What is it? I can't remember. Prokop makes it.
my
it's like,
brain doesn't
I
operate
can't.
without Adderall.
That's such a good title.
God, but fucking hell.
You know,
Oh, I found the taco shells.
it's late in the episode. I'll let people know how I make the titles. I really just look for one-liners that are said. Or,
Yeah.
like it's not exact for that one. It's not exactly the one-liner Coop had, but you tweak
Twist
it.
it up.
You tweak it, and then boom, title. That's how simple it is.
I think I'm rocking with
This Mother's Day.
sorry, boys.
Get the Mother's
I don't know
Day announcement. And I could hear the store Mother's Day announcement in the background.
Indulge Mom's Sweet Tooth this Saturday. That's actually a good reminder. When the hell is Mother's Day?
This Sunday.
Someday.
Shit, fucking thank God you said that. I think I'm
Send your
going with
flowers.
Taco Bell brand taco shells over Old El Paso. What do we think of the take?
Dude, it's a risky move, but I think it'll play off. They're probably decent.
Yeah, I got Old
That's
El
what I'm
Paso.
saying too.
I got Old El Paso the other day, and I was not impressed.
Yeah, dude. The last time, I mean, shit. I think the box I took is still missing from the shelf,
I'm dead.
and it's just opened. All right. Well, I got my shells. I'm having chorizo in it. I got cheese and sour cream at
Ooh,
home.
that's fire.
Dude, do you think I should do? Last time I got pepperoncinis and chopped them up and put them in, but
Oh,
they're a little
wow.
big. Not much of a chef, but we work with what we got.
Dude,
Dude, you know what? I'm looking at this on the shelf. Canned brown bread, B&M.
dude, it's so good.
It's a New England tradition. I love
Fire.
that shit, dude. I used to eat it a ton growing up. Absolutely
that's
rocks.
fire.
Do you
I
guys
don't
realize
like it with
that's
the
a huge
raisins.
New England thing? Not just that, but also steak tips. Did you guys know that's like a New England thing too?
Yeah, dude, you roasted me as boyfriend about it, and then we found out later that it's like a regional thing, and we're like, oh shit, sorry.
Dude, actually though, like
You
I
roasted
love
him.
steak tips, bro, and I haven't had any in so long. Like, write it
I
down.
think it's just
Oh,
a tenderloin cut up. You could get you can make steak tips on your own.
send me the recipe because I don't know how.
I mean,
I'll
it's
tell you-
not much of a recipe. You just
take the
get a
cut.
tenderloin, you cut it up, and then you marinate it.
Marinade sounds a little hard for my level of skill.
Dude, you put like oils and shit and like sauces in there, and then you just like
Worcestershire,
I'm
just
barbecue.
laughing.
I don't know.
But I'll tell you
Whatever
what,
you want.
I think I'm gonna be home in June for a week.
dude, you have to
I
do it
think
in
it'll be
person.
the week before the 24th.
Fuck yeah, dude. Me, Joe, and
'Cause
Aaron.
you're still in Dot, right, Coop?
No, I'm in Plymouth currently. I was in Connecticut last year, and then
Oh, true.
Joe, Aaron, and I are living in Somerville, starting in June. So you got to come visit. We're doing clam bakes almost every weekend, so it's gonna be lit.
Sorry, what was that?
We're doing clam bakes like every weekend. It's gonna be the bit this summer's clam bakes.
Oh, yeah, that rules.
Pavo's a big clam guy, but anyway,
Yeah, dude,
Pop-
huge clam guy.
from way back. But Pavo, do you have anything to say before we wrap up?
Yes.
You first.
I think he's at checkout.
Oh.
That's right, boys. We got the goods needed.
I guess, I don't know, shoot your local heroin dealer.
That's true.
Fair play.
Anyway,
Fair play.
Dan, thank you so much for joining us from the desert. Casey, it was good having you for 10 minutes, even though you're not here anymore. Pavo, you're
Yeah,
a
a lot of
feeling
great
legend,
things
dude.
from Casey tonight.
Yeah, hot
How
take
about
by
Aaron,
Casey.
too? I'm kind of pissed Aaron skipped out on my first appearance. I really am.
To be real, dude, I hate to say it, but it's like a 50-50 shot if Aaron comes in the episodes. So
I just feel like he skipped purposely because I was going to be on. Because we get some good banter sometimes.
I don't think
So
he
I'm
was
missing
that.
out.
I think he had to pick his girlfriend up for the airport. But
Are you going to put her life in danger with your comments on the Irish?
no,
He's definitely
No.
doing any favors.
dude,
And now
Aaron,
it's like you're a friend of the pod. Friend of the Cooped Up Conversations pod.
yeah, found stabbed. Well, she's living in America for a few months, so she's got time. But anyway,
You know, I'll tell you what absolutely grinds my fucking gears real quick before we go. Is I'm just like coming out of the parking lot about to turn right at like the front of the store, you know, and this dude.
Fuck you, you piece of shit. I'm fucking being nice. Take my fucking generosity and cry. Don't tell me to fucking go, bitch. Piece of fuck. Like, come on.
yeah, fuck pedestrians, fuck bikers, drive a car, and thanks for listening. We'll be in person again soon. We're taking a break next week probably. We might do an old episode or something. We'll figure it out. Or maybe we'll record one without Prokop, but he's just like our golden goose, dude. It'll be hard without him. But thanks everybody for listening.